Nick. Oh, Nick, baby. Oh, man. Oh, dog. What's the point? First of all, for Nick Saban to be where he is, for you to have won the championship that you won, and for you to have Bryce Young on your team who's accused of having $1 million, for you to come out and bring up Texas A&M, who has the number one recruiting class in the country, and Jackson State. Like, what? First of all, those are the two coaches that you bring up. Out of all the coaches, out of everybody you bring up, Texas A&M and Jackson State. Now, it doesn't make any sense because I don't know, like, I assume you was doing like an interview or you was on Twitter. I don't know, but I saw it floating around, and I saw a video floating around, and the video I saw is that you brought up Deion Sanders. You got up Coach Prime, and you bought a good player. I don't know why you couldn't just say his name, because you already brought up Jackson State. You might as well had said the name. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you would bring up Jackson State, and then I see floating around that you're talking about how Texas A&M bought all their players, like, because they had the number one recruiting class. That sounds salty to me. It sounds real salty, for one. And number two, you sound like a hater. You sound like a true hater, dog. And I don't understand why I'm sure a lot of the coaches in the FBS probably think the way that you're thinking now, but it just didn't make any sense that you would bring Coach Prime up. And the fact that y'all did a commercial together, and the fact that you would quote unquote diss him. Now, you know, I ain't gonna be long with this, but you know that there's gonna be a lot of people on your head. Like, everybody who is a HBCU supporter, especially Jackson State fans, you know they're gonna be on your head, for one. And you know Coach Prime gonna come with something. You know Coach Prime is probably gonna go live, or he's probably gonna do an interview. So just be prepared for the backlash that you're gonna get. And you're gonna have to see Texas A&M eventually too. And, you know, when Jackson State continues to build their roster, you know, when they continue to have a good team, you might eventually see them too. You might eventually see Jackson State, because I know that they're gonna see North Dakota State pretty soon, later on down the road, and then they'll probably come and see y'all. But the fact that you would even come out and say something like this when the amount of championships that you won, and then you have Bryce Young who's rumored to have over $1 million, it just don't make any sense. Like, I don't really understand where you would get out of something like that. Like this whole NIL deal, like, it's been like you've been accused of paying people $1 million. Like, why would you come out and just bring up Deion? Like, why? And it's crazy, man. Like, it's really wild out here, dog, because, like, people have these NIL deals. And mind you, the head coach for Florida State was the first person to say something. I don't know if anybody remembers, like, after, like, when he had flipped, when Travis Hunter had flipped his pick to go to Jackson State, like, that's when that whole NIL thing started floating around. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, everybody went after Florida State's head, and then they were, like, saying, oh, well, y'all paid for him. That's why y'all, you know. So, I don't know. It's wild. It's about to be a wild day for Nick Saban. So, Nick Saban, I pray for you. I pray that you have a sane mind today. because your DMs, your Twitter is about to flood the hell up. So I pray for you.